Boxing Truth here, back with another video. Make sure to smash that like button, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Alright, let's talk about this guy. I'm trying to remember his name. I haven't seen him in a while. His career has been a complete waste. It's gone nowhere. 15-0, 15 knockouts, nothing much to show for it. Y'all remember this cat? Artur Beterbiev'S. Oh yeah, I remember. The guy who was unified titles in the heavyweight division. But it just seems like a wasted career. How many years in the games right now? Turned pro in 2013. Okay, not too bad. So he's been a pro for 8 years. I thought he was pro for longer, to be honest. But it's been a stagnant career. It's been a complete waste. 15-0, 15 knockouts. Nice shiny record. What are the accomplishments though? What's been the wowing factor or wowing performance here? Okay, he knocked out a guy and beat a guy that he already beat twice in the amateurs in Vostok. Just a bad matchup for Vostok. Just can't deal with the physicality and pressure of Beterbiev. Beterbiev is a good fighter. He knocks guys out. He's knocked out every opponent he's fought. He looked very strong against Vostok. Finally got the career-defining victory, and now he's been off for about a year and 6 months since that performance against Vostok. And prior to that, he hasn't even been all that impressive. Getting dropped by Callan Johnson, bored me to death against Enrico Colling, chop-worn fighters that he feasted on after Kovalev knocked him out. Now he's going to fight a mandatory defense, I believe, in Adam Danius. A fight that's taken a long time to take place, waiting on Beterbiev to take care of this obligation so we can move on to bigger and better fights. Now I do like the plan in place that Top Rank has in store for Beterbiev. Obviously the Dmitry Bivol fight can't happen for whatever reason. So the alternative is for Beterbiev to take care of this guy in March, which is later this month. And the plan is for him to fight the winner of the other title fight that's taking place at light heavyweight, which is being rescheduled, unfortunately, between Joe Smith and Maxim Vlasov. Now, the goal for Bob Arum is for Beterbiev to win his next fight, and for Joe Smith, who is the favorite in the fight against Vlasov. It's a rare occurrence that Joe Smith is a favorite in the fight, but he's the favorite against Vlasov. And if he wins, they're going to put together a big unification fight in New York. Madison Square Garden with a crowd and a little Berlanga on the undercard. That's great promoting right there. You know, that's a significant card. Very big fight in the light heavyweight division. And it's a fight Beterbiev needs, man. He's 36 years old. He hasn't been all that impressive. He's been inactive. He's had some issues outside the ring, inside the ring, injuries, COVID, inactivity, different promoters. But his career has been very unimpressive, man. Just one significant win against a guy he already beat in the amateurs. Just haven't been impressed, man. And he's had stronger connections. He was with PBC. PBC couldn't do anything with him. They couldn't keep him active or get him the big fights. And now Top Rank, it's been a rocky road, man. Just, Kovalev didn't have the connections this guy had. And yet Kovalev had the career that he had. Made it to the pay-per-view level. This guy barely made it to a main event on an ESPN. And we're still waiting for that, big legacy-defining win, which is still not there yet. Beating Joe Smith is not career-defining or legacy-defining, but it is a significant fight. It is a big fight if that does happen. And I might go with Joe Smith to pull off the upset. Beterbiev has been the momentum just hasn't been consistent. Too inactive, too stagnant of a career, and now getting up there in age. And he's been dropped before against big punchers. And Joe Smith, he's got that. He's got that range. He's got that length. He's got the physicality, size, and punching power to make it a very interesting fight. And he's a very dangerous opponent. Now, of course, he may not get past Vlasov, who's a pretty good boxer. It's a tricky fight. Beterbiev got to get his career going, man. He's got to get his career going. I mean, Kovalev had less connections, and look at the career he had. Still has a better career, even though he's undefeated. He made it to the big time. Beterbiev might even not even make it to that big significant main event level when it comes to, big fight purses. The fights are not there for him. Looks like Joe Smith's the biggest fight he can get in the division. If Kovalev comes back, that's still an interesting fight down the road. And yet, despite the inactivity, a lot of people say this is the guy that will be the biggest threat to Canelo. And the funny thing is, if Canelo was to move up and whoop him, he wouldn't even get no props for beating Beterbiev. Beating a 36-year-old inactive champion whose biggest win is against Bostic. You really think Canelo's going to get credit for beating this dude? Whose style is tailor-made for Canelo? I would love to see the fight. I got Canelo all day beating Beterbiev. But he wouldn't even get no props for it. Wouldn't even get credit. It's a damn shame, man. When you're that good, you won't get credit beating the likes of Charlo, Benavidez, or Beterbiev. Not even a Kovalev. As good as he was. Despite the version that he was that night when he fought Canelo. So hopefully Beterbiev gets his career going. We want to see that Joe Smith fight or a significant light heavyweight fight in the division. A Dimitri Bivol fight would be nice. A Canelo fight maybe down the road. But yeah, this guy, maybe he'll be in a big fight or two. But he definitely won't have the career that Kovalev had. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.